Hey everybody. Today I kind of want to talk about NHIs, interdimensionals, aliens, gods with a little g, whatever you want to call them. I kind of want to talk about, learning to embrace the light while shielding ourselves from the shadows per se. I mean, we're hearing a lot of stuff that, all NHIs are bad. Then you hear people saying all NHIs are good. And I'd like to propose that it's both. Which I think most people with common sense would agree with. So I kind of want to talk about it in a way that, here, just imagine, if you will, navigating like a realm where whispers from beyond have the power to lift us to heights of insight or ensnare us in a web of illusion. So these interactions are the delicate dance between us and the NHIs. So not all these entities really have our best interests at heart. I mean, some really seek to amplify our ego, enticing us with flattery, false promises, much like the ancient mythical demons from scripture that tempted even some of the wisest of gurus and saints. So these are the NHIs that we really need to learn to recognize and guard against, because yes, they are real too. So how do we protect our spirit from those influences, or our soul, or our atman, or even our physical body? So the answer lies in, really, to me, is cultivating a connection with a higher power. It doesn't have to be a Hindu god. It doesn't have to be really a god at all. It just has to be your higher power, something that you believe in that is greater than yourself. So whether this is through prayer, meditation, or chanting of mantra, invoking the divine protection, it creates a shield. There are many meditations for this, but I would recommend connecting with your own divine higher power and working out that shield, or even getting a teacher, a spiritual teacher, and asking some questions. So speaking of mantras, they're not just phrases, but vibrations that align us with the cosmos. So they act as a spiritual force field, per se. So imagine wrapping yourself in an invisible shield made not of steel, but of sound and intention, a barrier that only love and light can penetrate. So let's not forget about the invaluable guidance of a spiritual teacher, like I just mentioned. Just as Arjuna had Krishna, I mean, we can benefit from the wisdom of those who've walked this path before us. They help us discern the nature of the NHI we encounter, and they steer us towards growth and away from deception. My path led me to a guru. Eventually, it took a very long time. I had to wrestle with the judgment that I had towards that, and it shed eventually, and it opened up extremely spiritual paths for me. So, I mean, what of the benevolent NHIs, or the good ones? Those that come as teachers, guides, and protectors? I mean, these entities encourage us to go deeper into the essence of our being, to question, per se, like, who am I beyond the physical form? They inspire us to practice selflessness, compassion, and to seek the eternal truth, behind the universe. So good NHIs want us to focus on love, on breaking the chains of ego, and really embracing our true infinite nature. They remind us that we're not just drops in the ocean, but the ocean in a drop, interconnected with all that is. So how do we invite these positive forces into our lives? It begins, I think, with intention. So set your sights on the highest, purest goals: love, service, and enlightenment, and cultivate the practices of gratitude. I mean, it's in thankfulness that we open the door to positive energies and insights, I think. So remember, the journey inward is really the greatest adventure of all. So along the way, you'll encounter many NHIs, and with discernment and protection and a heart aligned with the divine, I think you'll navigate the path with grace, transforming not just yourself, but I think everyone in the world around us. So anyway, guys, thanks for coming, and thanks for joining me on this little talk. Thanks again.